We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Toss left to Elliott. Room here to run. Zeke with a shake and bake. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Prescott, blitz coming, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, 46.
To throw is Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Switch.
3rd and long for Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carry now for Alex Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Elliott. And he spins through. He finds some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. On second down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jackson on second down, rolling to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Elliott, toss right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And how about this, a fake? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back Deshaun Watson, they get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game that's pretty interesting. How about Jacksonville against the Giants?
What I like about that one is you have a Jacksonville team that came so close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, but they and the Giants have a similar philosophy about how to play the game. They're going to be physical. They want to run the football. So Leonard Fournette for Jacksonville and the rookie for the Giants, Saquon Barkley, they could both get a lot of carries in that game. And last but not least on that one, how about Pittsburgh at Cleveland? People don't think about that game very much, but this has been the summer of the Cleveland Browns in preseason. Will Baker Mayfield actually hit the field? And can Cleveland start a new era with a big win over Pittsburgh?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is
is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Switch, and hey, we go 180. Here we go, 46. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. Looking deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Jackson looking to throw on second down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the north, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Leopard!
They run with Collins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on third down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe get him into space and throw it to him.
To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
There we go. 1-8.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. And got his man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Good. Here we go. Sliding. Here we go. 46. Here we go. Get back. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down
Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance